You know, these other nations, they know who you are. So they got to put things in your way to keep you down. You understand? What do they put in our communities? What do they put in our communities that's bad that we shouldn't be doing? Drugs. They putting drugs in our communities. That's what leads us to live the way we live. Our kids don't have a home. You're a prince that has power with God. But if you don't keep God's commandments, you're not going to be able to tap into that power. You get it? Darius, God is saying to you to stand up manfully. Because you got to right now. You understand? But if you don't know what a man is, how are you going to stand up manfully? It's going to be a struggle, right? But let me show you what a man is. My young man right there at Pump 18, young brother. Hey, let me talk to you real quick, man. Bring your little sister, your little sisters, bro. Come here. What's your name, bro? Yeah, you can, bro. I've been watching you walk everywhere, bro. Come on, bro. You can come a couple feet. You got a couple feet. What's your name, young man? Daniel. Darius. Okay, Darius. Hey, check it out, man. You got a nice little woolly fro right there. What's your nationality, do you know? You don't know? Give me Isaiah 1 and 3 real quick. Let me show you something real quick. I want to show you something real quick. Hey, y'all come over here. Bring your little sisters over here. Them your little sisters, right? Bring them over here. They got to know this. They got to know what's going on, bro. Do you know that you God's chosen? Huh? You know that? How you know that? You don't know. I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you proof. So if you go around, you say, I know I'm God's chosen, and somebody asks you how you know that, now I'm going to equip you with what you need to know. You understand? So you can tell them, like, look, I'm God's because what? When you look at this son, come here, everybody, come on, man. Look, I'm your big brother. I'm your big brother. We family, bro. You understand? You believe that? Huh? You good over here. You understand? On this side, you got God's chosen people. This is our God-given name. We know we God's chosen people. Do you know that? Huh? You don't know that? You a princess. You don't know that though, right? On this side, this is what the people that took over everything. Y'all know about slavery? Huh? This is what they call us. You understand? They call us black, American blacks, West Indian blacks, Native Americans, things of that nature, right? But God calls us what? Judah. You understand? That's what tribe you from. You from the tribe of Judah. Let me show you something. You know who else was from the tribe of Judah? Jesus Christ was from the tribe of Judah. Give me Jeremiah. First, give me Hebrews 7:14. Who's Jesus Christ? Which one is Jesus Christ? Huh? This one? How you know?
Because I was already here. Man.
You was here when?
Right.
Last time? Okay. So, but when I asked you what's your nationality, you said you don't know. I know they taught you your nationality. We got to go over it again. Man. Jeremiah, you got it? 14 and 2. No, we dropped it. He know who Christ is. Christ got woolly hair just like you. But what we out here doing? What you doing today? You trying to make some money? You trying to feed your sisters and stuff? I understand. Y'all thirsty? Y'all want some water? There's some cold water right here. Y'all want a Gatorade or something? Look, check it out. I want to show y'all. Hey, y'all. Here. Got apple cider? Okay. Yeah. You want something too? All we got is water. We ran out of Gatorade. You good with water? She okay with water. You want water too? It's hot out here. Y'all need to hydrate. Check it out. Read that. Pay attention, all right? Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
What is the tribe of Judah?
They are black.
They are what?
Are black.
What tribe y'all from? What tribe you from? You from the tribe of Judah. The Bible just said that. You know King Solomon? Give me that. Song of Solomon 1 and 5. Huh? You don't know about King Solomon? Have y'all ever heard of King Solomon? King Solomon was a black man. He ruled the whole world. You understand? You know, by that, do you know you guys come from kings? Huh? Do y'all know y'all come from kings? We reading it. We reading it right now. The Bible is about you. It don't feel like it right now, huh? You know why it don't feel like it? Because our people, we broke God's commandments, and God said he was going to put curses on us. You understand that? Give me that. Let me show y'all something. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 1. All right? Because I understand what y'all going through right now. I understand. I ain't stupid. I know what's going on. You understand? But the reason why you going through these things right now is because our people broke God's commandments, and we got to come back to who we are. Our people, we're the 12 tribes of Israel. We got Judah, Levi, Benjamin. You understand? Come over here and make sure y'all paying attention, all right? Because your little sister over there, this your little sister? She's, okay, she older than the other girls, right? So she's more aware of what's going on around her, right? She look mad. Why you look mad? Huh? The sun? Oh, it's the sun being, okay, I understand. Come on. You can sit in the shade right here. Read. No, read verse 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
So listen up. Moses was speaking to the children of Israel. That's us. You understand? He's telling us what God told us. Pay attention, all right? Read.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If we are hearkening, what does that mean? You know? To hearken means to hear, to listen, to do. You understand? Where your mom at? Where your dad at? Across the street. Now when they tell you to do something, right? Do you do it? That means you're hearkening. You understand? So the Bible's saying what? Read it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently.
If you should hearken diligently. Diligent means continuously. You don't stop. You understand? You be diligent at it. You understand? Read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
That's the point right there. God's saying if we listen and do all his commandments, read.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
What's going on today? Are we set on high above all the nations of the earth? We are? No, look at our neighborhoods, man. Look where we come from. You understand? Look at the things that we go through as a people. Why you out here, you cleaning windows, right? Why you doing that? Do you see other people doing that? No, you don't. What are they doing? They driving around in their nice cars. They're driving past our neighborhoods to go to their good neighborhoods. You see that? Have you ever been in one of their neighborhoods? They look good, huh? Nice big houses. You understand? You see other kids, they got basketball court stuff that you want, right? Basketball court, basketballs, soccer balls, footballs, PlayStation 5, Xbox. They got all these things. Big TV in their room, nice bed. They got a race car bed. We don't got none of those things, right? We don't got that. And this is the reason why. Because God said he's going to set us on high if we keep his commandments, right? So we know by looking that we're not set on high, are we? Are we ruling the world right now? No, are we the kings of the earth right now? No, we not. These are princesses, but they don't even know it. You understand? They don't know it because we broke God's commandments. I'm going to show you. Give me verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Look, right? The Bible said if we don't keep God's laws, we're going to be cursed in the city. All the curses is going to come upon us and overtake us. No matter where we go, no matter where we from. If you're from Los Angeles, if you're from Sacramento, if you're from Oakland, if you're from Philadelphia, you understand? If you're from New York, if you're from Africa, no matter where we are, these curses is going to be upon us. We're going to be cursed in the city that we're in. Now, you going to wash windows right now as a young man. How old are you? 14. You're supposed to be studying. You're supposed to be getting ready for your future. But right now, you already trying to work, right? You're already trying to get your money. So what? You can help your family out, right? As a young man, you got to grow up faster than other young men, right? So is that a blessing or a curse? It's a curse, right? Because guess what? You're not able to build yourself up. You skipping steps. Why? Because we cursed as a people. That's what the Bible telling us. Read.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Cursed shalt thou be in the field. Now you as a young man, why you can't go work at a barbershop like some other young man? And because it's hard to get a job in the field right now, especially as a young black man. You know, these other nations, they know who you are. So they got to put things in your way to keep you down. You understand? What do they put in our communities? What do they put in our communities that's bad that we shouldn't be doing? Drugs. They putting drugs in our communities. That's what leads us to live the way we live. Our kids don't have a home because what? My parents was smoking weed. You understand? They was doing stuff they wasn't supposed to be doing. When I was young, I can relate to you because when I was young, I used to have to do the same thing. But back then, it was crack. It was crack. You know what I mean? Hey, I had to get crackheads away from the house. You understand? I had to do all these things as a child. You understand? And that's a curse that the Bible's talking about. That's showing you that we are the people of the book. You understand? So, look, let me ask you, Darius, right? Let me ask you this, right? Because it's common sense, right? If God said, if we break his laws, he gonna put curses on us, right? But if we keep his laws, he gonna put blessings on us, right? So we can look and see that we're living curses, right? So what are we gonna do to get out of these curses? Keep his commandments. You know some commandments? You don't know no commandments? Let me give you a commandment where you could teach. We could teach your young sisters, right? I'm gonna show you something. Where you at? We gonna go to the cause I'm gonna give them something so he can teach them. Start at 1 Timothy 2:9. I'm gonna show y'all princesses something, cause y'all princesses, y'all know that? But y'all gotta believe it. Don't worry about what you're going through right now, all right? Y'all princesses. You gotta feel it. We gonna read it right here. This is what princess is supposed to do. And you gotta make sure your sisters is doing this, all right? Tell your parents, like, hey, my sisters, they need to do this. Read, we gonna read it.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Modest apparel is when you cover up. Okay, princesses, I'm gonna ask y'all a question, okay? Y'all watch Disney cartoons? Yeah? Have you ever seen, you guys know who Frozen is? What's her name? Elsa. Have you ever seen her wear pants? No. Princesses don't wear pants. Princesses don't wear shorts. You understand? Princesses wear beautiful dresses. You guys are the real princesses.
That's right.
Y'all the real princesses. Y'all not made up. Y'all not Disney characters.
Teach them, Mark.
You guys are real princesses. You understand? So you got to tell your mom, you got to tell your dad, hey, I need a dress. You understand that? And You gonna tell them that? Y'all better get, hey, what you gonna do for your sisters? You hustling right now. You trying to get some money. You gonna get some money so your sisters can get some dresses?
That's not what really trying to make money.
But hey, but you gotta do that too, right? You gotta do all that. You gotta get the food. You gotta get the clothes. You understand? You gotta get into a house, right? That's what you're doing it for, right? Because you need clothes on your back, right? The clothes on your sisters have to be dresses. You gotta teach them that because they princesses. You understand? You gotta make them feel like princesses. Show them that they princesses. You understand? What about you? Give me, where is that? That's Genesis 32? Give me Genesis 32, I think it is. And like 28 or something like that. So look, you're from the tribe of Judah. You're an Israelite, right? I'm going to show you what Israel means. I'm going to show you what you are. Because they're princesses, right? So what does that make you? Exactly. I'm going to show you right now. Read.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
You see that? So our ancestor, our forefather named Jacob. When you look, this is Jacob. You see that? Jacob name was changed. You understand? Read.
For as a prince hast thou power with God.
That's what Israel means. You're a prince that has power with God. But if you don't keep God's commandments, you're not going to be able to tap into that power. You get it? Have you ever watched Dragon Ball Z? You seen Dragon Ball Super? You ain't seen that yet? Well, Goku had got to this level where he was Ultra Instinct. They say he became a god. You know what I'm talking about? So, that's what you gonna have when you tap into God's power by keeping his commandments. You understand? Give me some more. What commandments do you know? Give me Sirach chapter 3. What commandments do you know? Who's that, your sister? She running from the Bible, bruh. She your older sister, huh?
No, that's third young.
Huh?
She's younger than her.
She younger than her? She bigger than her? Dang. Okay. And she just running around by herself, bruh. Look, man. You got to keep these commandments so your sisters can see you. You understand? They're going to start to be like, you know what, he different. Because you're going to be moving different. You're going to be a prince that has power with God. Do you understand that? Do you know how to, for example, what's a commandment that you know regarding your parents?
Regarding my parents?
Yeah. What the Bible say? Honor thy father and honor thy mother. Right? Let me show you something. Read verse 1.
The book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be safe.
If you do God's commandments, you're going to be safe. You understand? If you teach your sisters to keep God's commandments, they're going to be safe. You know it's a bunch of pedophiles and what they call them, Chester, the molesters and stuff running around. But if everybody keep the laws, they're going to be safe. You understand? You know a lot of our children are getting kidnapped. You know that? They getting taken away. They roaming around the streets and just getting snatched up. Because the parents is letting them. They not safe. Because they not keeping God's laws. You understand? What did it say?
The book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be saved. For the Lord hath given the father honor over the children.
So the God who is our God, you understand? The God that gave us these names right here, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, said that the father has honor over the children. So your father is supposed to lead the household. You're supposed to obey him whatever he say, right? But you gotta make sure that you show your God, your father these commandments. You understand? That you learning today. Read.
For the Lord hath given the father honor over the children, and hath confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons. Whoso honoreth his father maketh an atonement for his sins.
Guess what? If you honor your father and you obey your father, you make an atonement for your sins, meaning you get forgiveness for your sins. You understand? For the things that you're doing wrong that goes against God. You get forgiveness for that when you honor your father. Read.
Verse 4. And he that honoreth his mother is as one that layeth up treasure.
And if you're obedient to your mom and you respect your mom, guess what? You laying up treasure. Where are you laying up treasure at? You laying up treasure up in heaven. The kingdom of heaven is us in rulership. You're going to be a prince that has power with God, and guess what? God said if we keep his commandments, he was going to bless us and set us on high above all the other nations.
That's right.
You understand? He's going to put us above all the nations. You're going to lay up treasures there. You understand? What else we got? What you got? Verse 5.
Verse 5. Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children, and when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard.
You see that? Did you hear that, Darius? What she asked you? Okay, tell her, you should have told her to pay attention. Right? Because this is for her too, right? Darius, listen to this. Read that again.
Verse 5. Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children, and when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard.
See that, Darius? If you honor your father and your mother, you not only lay up treasures in heaven, right? You also get to what? Read that again.
Verse 5. Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children.
You're going to have joy of your own children. When you get older and you have children, you're not going to be tired of them because they don't listen and they bad. You're going to have joy in them because they're obedient to you and they do what you tell them. Because you're a father, you're going to protect your children, right? And you being a father, you've been through a lot of things. You already know what not to do, right? So you're going to teach your kids what not to do and what to do. So they could be better than you one day, right? And you're going to be happy because they're going to be doing that. You understand? Read.
And when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard.
When you make a prayer to God and you say, God, please get my family off the streets, man. Please give my father a good job. You understand? Give my father a good job so he can take care of us the right way so we can, hey man, I want that new video game. They just came out with a new Dragon Ball Z game. I'm just saying, I'm telling you. I bought my son it. You understand? And I had to pray to God till I could have something coming in so I could do things for my children. You understand? And that's what we got to do, but we got to honor our own fathers too. You understand? Because remember what verse 1 say. Read that again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be safe.
If you do God's commandments, you're going to be safe. You're going to be safe from what? The curses. Safe from this hot sun. Don't you want to be in AC? You want to be in some AC right now. You don't want to be out here doing what you got to do, but you got to do it. Why? Because we broke God's commandments. You understand that? Now let me show you something, man. Let me show you what God think about us. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6, right? Because we out here, we don't believe God is with us, right? We don't, because we seeing all the stuff go wrong. But we don't understand God. We don't understand what happened and why we going through the things we going through. We don't understand it. But this is how God really feel about us. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You see that? God said that we are a special people and we are meant to be above all people on the face of the earth. Princesses, y'all heard what the Bible said about us? I think you was listening. You was listening, right? Read it again, listen.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You see that? You're above all the other so-called princesses. You're better than Elsa. You better than Moana. You understand that? That's who you guys are. You guys are princesses of God. Now, give me, where we at? We on above all people, right? Let me show you something else, right? Give me 2nd Ezra 10:33. Because all the stuff you're going through right now, right? You're put in a position to where now you gotta learn how to be a man right now, right? You pretty much in that situation, right? You gotta be more mature right now, right? At the age of 14, right? 14. Let me show you something. Because I had to do the same thing when I was young. I started paying bills early. I was paying bills at 13. I was feeding the house at 9 years old. You understand? So I know what you're going through. I could witness it because I've been through it. Read.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 10 and verse 33. And he said unto me, stand up manfully.
You hear that, Darius? Read.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 10 and verse 33. And he said unto me, stand up manfully.
Darius, God is saying to you to stand up manfully because you got to right now. You understand? But if you don't know what a man is, how are you going to stand up manfully? It's going to be a struggle, right? But let me show you what a man is. Let me show you what King David, our forefather, told his son Solomon before he became, right when he was becoming king, right? Read this. 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 2.
The book of 1 Kings.
Because look, let me go ahead. So look, we must know how to stand up manfully. You understand? So we can lead our family in the right direction. Because if you just winging it and you just doing what you think you know that's supposed to be done without a blueprint, you ain't gonna be able to get it done. Do you know? For them right there, don't you think they had to learn how to do that before they got up there? They not guessing. They know exactly what to do. You understand? God gave us everything we need to know in our lives and how we must move. You understand? This is the blueprint right here. You need to get you a Bible. You got one? The Bible is your prized possession. You need to get one. You understand? You can get a free Bible. Just make sure it's KJV. King James. You know King James was a black man too. We come from kings. You understand that? Read that.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man, and keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
That's how you become a man, when you keep God's commandments. You see that, Darius? You see that? You can become a man and stand up manfully when you start keeping God's commandments, all right?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is